Bye.
Bye-bye.
On the precipice of, well, on the edge of a enormous boulder wall, looks like a recently collapsed cliff. Under that cliff, a small cavern where was where the body of Reinhold laid, and you, after pulling the body free of that cavern, and the realization of Reinhold's identity has hit at least one of you very hard, but you are still yet to reach the final camp before the ascent to the ruins, and it looks like a challenging climb up this collapsed cliff. So, what are you going to do now?
No, Daddy!
Daddy! Oh, Daddy! No, Daddy. Can I turn into an eagle, pick up the corpse and lob it? Like, fly really high and then just drop it?
No, you can't do that.
Okay, can I just take a rope and just take it right to the top of these high boulders?
We must at least search his body. My mother would wish to know what became of him.
Wish to pillage his dead body.
You'd been through some of this stuff already. You'd emptied out his bag, and most of the contents got lost in the snow because I think whoever did it rolled a 1.
It was me.
Oh.
You're so eager to find the coin.
So you found the journal.
Yeah.
You also found a gun.
And also a short sword with.
And a short sword with. Yes.
And the creepy last page.
Oh yeah. Well, can I investigate, try and find anything lost in the snow?
Yeah, make a investigation check.
I will help. Begin.
No, there's nothing.
Whatever was there is this drift is obviously deeper than it seems.
God, how quick is the snow building up? We better move.
As the blizzard's raging around you and the snow's piling up against your knees, and your hands are frozen cold from sifting through the snow, you give up without much success.
Where's Chode gone?
Still got his journal.
Where has Chode gone?
He disappeared. He disappeared in the snow. It's just a helmet. Oh.
Rude.
I'm really concerned about this first entry. Right
I'm
now.
just looking for all that shit in the snow. Just having a little swim round.
I'd say that by this point you can't find anything.
Graft, you found something in the journal.
Rough concerned about first entry.
Let me come over to you and reread it. Hold on.
Let me reread it.
No, let me.
Not very good.
I'm just gonna. Ruling time. Had to seek shelter from blizzard halfway up.
I'd like to think the journal gets torn in half as they struggle to read it.
Well, we must continue onwards.
Oh yeah, that last page where there was that weird.
Yes. Rough
thing.
suggests we get to camp.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's venture forth.
Joe, the last page of the journal. Did we? Did someone know what that was? I can't remember that picture.
It's similar to the art you saw on the artifact that you were given way back at the start of your journey when you rescued that cart driver from a pack of wolves. He gave you a picture with a shining figure. And inspecting it, the professor says that this is similar to what some descriptions and drawings I have of the ruins themselves. Ancient art, but I don't know why our friend Reinhold here would know about that kind of architecture and art. I don't understand it.
He was an adventurer.
Yes, perhaps he had been to the ruins before. That's the only explanation I can think.
Interesting. Can't think of what it might be. Could be some kind of map thing. Who knows? Should we press on?
Yeah.
Does anyone want to say some words for Reinhold here?
Who's that?
I mean,
That was the professor.
he wasn't the father I wished to have.
Oh, lovely words.
He abandoned us. Well, he certainly wasn't
Amen
around
to
for
that.
much of my childhood.
Rough
So-
understand.
He was a pile of shit. Let's keep going.
Can I give Vulcan a big hug? Sympathetic hug.
You certainly can.
Roll. Performance.
And Sister Floria comes over and places her hand on Vulcan's shoulder and says,
Love triangle.
I'm very sorry, Vulcan. If you want, I can perform the rites of Lavanda.
She's still here.
No.
She'll be dead soon. What?
That would be good, Sister Floria.
Okay, so Sister Floria takes a few moments just to read the last rites of Lathander, praising the Morning Lord and sending the spirit back into the setting sun, where it will greet the new day in the afterlife. Some of her words are drowned out by the soaring wind and the ice, and by the end of what is a very short service, you are frozen to the core, and everyone in their bones feels it's about time to move on, if not their hearts.
Oh, God.
Your dad looked pretty cool to me. Solid cool.
Excellent shape, young dwarf.
Inflict wound.
Oh, 2 inflict wounds.
Are you doing inflict wounds on the corpse?
No, I think it's on
That's directly on Tom.
Eamon.
On me. 16.
No, not really.
Don't attack the poor beast.
That was all a Blizzard fantasy. It's too cold. We must move on.
Okay, so the cliff in front of you is the only pass up to the higher ledge on which you hope to find the camp for this evening. It looks like perhaps the most challenging climb of the trip so far.
Oh, Earl better go first.
Uh-oh.
I can go
As
first.
before, it requires at least one person to make the climb to lay the rope for the rest to travel up.
Can I fly up there with a rope?
You can certainly spend a spell slot to attempt it.
I don't have to spend a spell slot. A wild shape slot.
Okay.
Why have we not done this all along?
Well, it's alright. Okay, I'm gonna fly. I think I don't have it every time because if I use 2 before a long rest, then that's it.
You
I've only
die.
got it twice.
Oh.
No, I don't die. I forever become that creature. I can't turn back.
Okay, so are you turning into a giant eagle?
Yeah. Or,
So make a strength check using the eagle's strength.
giant eagle. What is your strength?
You can't become a giant one, though, can you?
I get a beast. With my circle of the moon, I can go to challenge rating 1 beasties.
Nice.
16 plus 3 to strength.
Okay, so roll a d20 plus 3.
D20.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, no problem. The wind is strong, but you managed to, with your huge eagle wings, to push against it, to carry up a rope to the top. Everyone else can ascend.
Everything right up there?
That's me flying through the strong winds. I revert back to a human form.
Okay.
And chuck the rope down. Not attached to anything.
So, assuming that that Stiffy held on to the other end of the rope, there's enough places on this like boulder-strewn cliff top to secure the rope, so that everyone can ascend the cliff without expending too much effort or risk. And you emerge onto another ridge, not quite as razorback as the ridge before you had fought the wyvern, but still blasted by the wind and more blanketed in snow than the previous. A few hours trek along this ridge. A small sheltered gully comes into view with a faintest sight of a fire in the dimming light and mist and wind. As you approach, you see 2 figures by the fire, all that's left of the Lindstrom crew. It is Sebastian de Silva, the Paladin, and Brody Glory Cole.
I miss Connolly.
As you get closer, they notice you and look up. Both look gaunt and Brody sees. You see Brody quickly scouting the party, spotting Eamon and lowering his head again. Whereas Sebastian seems a bit far removed from the situation. He just watches you without really registering what's happening. He looks shell-shocked. The fire is a welcome respite from the cold, which is bitter at this point.
Fantastic.
Right, bitches.
Nice.
How you getting on?
Sebastian says, I see you fared better than we did. We lost our charge, and Clancy as well, in a crevasse. sorry to say.
A cravat.
The crevasse. Feel it.
So it's just Cornelius. Who else is left?
No, Cornelius is gone.
Oh!
It's only Sebastian, the paladin,
Jesus.
and Brody, the eldest of Eamon's brothers.
Eamon, you've lost another brother.
This is just getting ridiculous. You can't look after your brothers. You can't look after shit.
I like the way that your microphone...
Very heartwarming story there.
Very US military, that was.
Yeah, I like the microphone. It gives it a different twang.
It's like on the radio or something.
It's a different microphone to my usual one.
Yeah.
Is it
Over.
not? It's because I forgot my headphones. Perhaps we should stick together now.
Brody looks at you and says, Eamon, a word in private, if you wouldn't mind.
Shoot.
So casual.
He stands up and goes around the corner and finding whatever shelter he can in this gully, which there's not a lot of. And he doesn't have to go very far for all noise to be drowned out by the howling wind. I owe you an apology.
As do I.
I failed them.
From Family Guy. As do I, Peter.
I'm sorry.
But I still love you.
Yeah. I accept you. I think I was a bit hot-headed before. And so were you, and it's not worth it.
I failed them. I failed you. I pushed you away. And I led them to their deaths.
You should have been in our party. We killed a wyvern. It was a piece of piss.
I grew to 10 times my size.
You
Were
can't
in
hear
that
this.
conversation as well.
That private chat, I just wandered along.
This is... I'm not really processing the grievance.
Lost two brothers. I don't care.
I think it's my way of coping.
I don't know what I'll do when I get down from this mountain. But while I'm on it, I'd like to make sure that you at least are okay. Would you or your party mind if I came along?
We got each other's backs. Bros for life.
How are these two brothers? One's a fucking Scottish farmer and the other's an American. I don't understand. Oh god. What's happening?
I don't want any reward or anything like that. Just
fucking voice
Just
comes
to
through
see
now.
you safe.
The man of many voices.
To be honest, Brody, I don't know why I came up this mountain either. But here we are. Let's get through this alive.
Let's finish it for
Dylan!
Fancy. He heads back to the fire.
Oh, my next character is definitely Dylan.
Let's finish it for Dylan.
Oh, you're pushing too many pencils.
Are you going to tell the rest of your party that Brody will be joining you?
Oh yeah. After I have a little cry to myself. Then I join the party, yeah. Hey, pricks. We got another asshole.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Eamon's character appears to have switched entirely. Now wise cracking.
I'm gonna
Shots.
can I pick up Eamon and put him in my arms and sort of hold him like a child?
He's very heavy. Make an athletics check.
Okay. One sec. I've got to give myself all the chance possible. And then 19.
You certainly attempt to pick him up. You have the strength to do so. Make a dexterity. If you're resisting, Eamon, make a dexterity saving throw.
Why'd he be resisting the love?
It's hard to resist, surely.
You know, I am. What, are you cradling me? Or are you
Yeah.
holding me up like a trophy?
No, I'm looking after you. I'm
Yeah,
saying
he
like,
lifts you with surprising elven strength, lifts you off your feet, and embraces you with a bear hug.
I just burst into tears.
see? That's what you needed. I know we've had our differences. And
Just
I know you.
iffy, didn't he?
I know you stole all of my food from my family while you were mining in those mountains. But we'll say 2 brothers dead is we're about even.
We can call it even. You've always been good to me, Stiffy.
We
You
need
two
to
get a fucking room.
we need some better music for this. It needs to be really emotional.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, you're my new brother, Stiffy.
I've been really trying.
Bros before hoes, ain't that right, Falcon?
Not Falcon. I have no idea what's going on with that.
Well,
I don't know what my character really is anymore.
it's definitely evolved. I like it. I wipe the tears from his cheek and give him a kiss on the forehead, and then put him down.
Can we do some sort of like roll to see if he accidentally misses his forehead and then instead hits his lips?
Definitely can do a roll. I'll do performance. Should we go for performance?
I'd say it's perception.
Okay.
Quite windy.
Anything over 1, and you kiss him on the lips.
17.
Yeah, no worries. Hit him on the forehead.
Oh, straight on the forehead.
Straight on the head.
Well, straight for where you're aiming.
Oh. the forehead and neck.
One continuous kiss.
With tongue.
As there's a slight dip in the conversation, as everyone sort of gather around the fire, looking at this tender scene.
Is everyone just watching?
No, I've seen everything.
Sebastian speaks up and says, I don't suppose you would require an additional companion for the ascent of the mountain?
Yeah, the more fodder the better.
I'm at quite a loss of what to do with myself now. I've got no great urge to return to the Order and report my failure.
What armour are you wearing? I'm just wondering what the Earl will pick up off your corpse when you die. How much coin?
He's wearing...
I didn't know. No, I didn't know.
Well, you'll be able to see that he's wearing plate mail. No, sorry, he's wearing full plate.
The Earl's eyes must be lighting up like a magpie.
You may join us for all of your gold.
Okay, does anyone have anything else to do before you start long rest?
Oh, can I look at this thing? This sword during the long rest?
Yeah, it will require an hour of concentration, so you have to add that on to your rest time.
Should I take first watch then? And I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brody stays up with you for a bit.
Ugh. Do I have to speak to him? No, I do, don't I?
How's he been?
Who?
Eamon.
Who's that?
My brother.
Yes. Before today, he wasn't doing too badly, but I think the shock of the second brother, I think that's really got to him. Maybe he didn't love Connolly as much, but whoever this one was, it hit him hard.
Has he had any episodes?
Well, he almost made out with that ginger girl earlier. But apart from that, I don't think so.
Straight and true.
I assume you mean in the magical sense, if you get my drift.
He takes after his father. His father was the same way. He got himself killed.
He was an American too. Okay.
A magical explosion. I worry.
How old was his father when he died?
Going on 250.
Wow, that's older than me. long way. Is that old in dwarven years?
Getting there.
And what was his full name?
For fuck's sake. Eamon Glory Cole.
And what was his profession?
He was a pitman like the rest of us.
Sounds interesting.
Tell me more.
Exactly what does a pitman do in an 8-hour shift?
Well, we were all lower ranks. My father was fourth assistant to the main miners. Upper rank in terms of what we do, grunt work, but he was more of a supervisor, but still down the pits, coal on his face.
And what exactly caused Eamon Jr. to leave?
That would be his mother, I would think.
What was her full name? You're ill prepared for this conversation.
I know his mother's name. It's
I can't remember.
Amina.
Oh, his dad's name was Grady, not Damon.
Damon.
Paulo Brady.
Duffy.
Paulo Brady.
Duffy Glory Cole.
Dorothy, what a lovely name. And what was her profession?
Middle management. In terms of the company, she's the best of us.
Is she?
She's a hard taskmaster.
So she's still alive?
Oh, yes.
When's the last time Eamon saw Dorothy?
They left to join your expedition. So, not long before that.
Interesting.
I don't know how I'm gonna talk to her when I get back.
Well, she might be dead when you return.
She might die from the shock of the news.
Maybe don't tell her.
Well, that's one way, I guess. I'd be best getting some rest. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
You spend the next hour concentrating on your newly discovered sword. It is indeed a short sword +1.
Oh, interesting. I know just what to do with this.
You do also notice that it's like the metal. It's very similar to the vein you saw of the mountain, and just from like being in contact with it that length of time, it does seem to have some sort of natural affinity for this mountain.
Could I wake up Falcon for the next stint.
Yeah.
Falcon, awaken.
Is that
Daddy, is that you?
What was that?
Daddy? Is that you?
Yes. No, it's not your father, but a piece of him. I have something to give to you. I found it on your father's icy corpse.
What is it?
It is a sword. He must have willed it right up until the very end.
You withheld it from me?
I simply wanted to identify this for you and bring it to you as a gift in this dark time.
That seems uncharacteristically kind of you.
How much gold do you have on you? No, dear boy, I have a great respect for lineage. It's these things you must keep to remember your father.
Well, thank you, Earl.
There's no problem. I must rest now, as I am terribly old.
Yes, although a little younger than you were at the beginning of our quest.
Yes, but we have just climbed a fucking massive mountain.
I'm not sure that supports your argument.
I'm very tired. Give me back that sword. I'm terribly tired.
Get some rest, Count. I mean, the Earl.
What did you call me? No need for that. I go to sleep.
Okay. It's not long on your watch, Falcon, before you're joined by Sister Floria.
Oh.
I'm really sorry about your father, Falcon.
Here we go.
She rolls sleight of hand to give him a hand job.
Sleight of hand job.
It's up to 6, so it's pretty bad.
She's got quite icy fingers and they're numb.
She's not done it before.
Wearing quite a few rings, that's not really good.
It's incredibly painful, but I appreciate the effort. Yeah, she's not actually giving you a hand job. She's just come to sit next to you.
That was another Blizzard fantasy. He's quite prone to them. Sister Flora, I was just thinking about you.
You were?
Yes. You were. Never mind. What are you doing up this late? You should be resting.
I just wanted to check on you. I worry about you.
I feel somewhat. I don't know if it's the cold weather, but I feel numb to the whole experience. He was never really my father. My mother spoke of him fondly.
Well, judging by that diary entry, he did find love eventually. Does that bring you some comfort?
According to my mother, he found love wherever he went. Doesn't surprise me.
Still, regardless of what kind of man he was your father. And I'm sorry for you.
You're very kind, Sister Floria. I thought you might die this last adventure.
She sort of smiles a little bit and says, I must admit that from all the dangers that we've faced and from the fates of the other parties, it's a miracle that I have survived this far.
Especially running headfirst into a wyvern. And...
If I ever needed any evidence that this pilgrimage was his will and Lathander's will was watching over me, then surely I have it. Yet I find myself doubting my faith more than I have ever before.
While looking into your eye.
This is a journey only you can decide, Sister Floria. I myself am attracted to the power given bestowed on me by
Is this roleplay or?
bestowed upon me. His mouth is numb, alright? It's not just, I was role-playing it, I was acting, obviously. I wouldn't just stumble over my words like that. I'm eloquent.
Just a bit nervous.
Where was I? Oh, yes. I'm most attracted to the power Lathander why can't I say that word?
Bestowed, you imbecile! Then I go back to sleep.
The Earl.
I'm keeping one eye open for this scene.
The Earl is suddenly his bed sheets moving up and down.
I'm 15 years younger and there's something I haven't done for a long time.
There are many ways to serve a god. It does not need to be in the form of nunnery, nunship, nun life, nunchucks.
You make an interesting point. Do you think that the best way to serve Lathander is to be true to myself and my heart?
Yes. Be true.
For a moment, the wind dies down, and you sit there quietly as the clouds part and a silver ray of moonlight casts a light across the delicate features of Sister Floria. And in that subtle moonlight, she leans in and kisses you quickly on the lips, turning a bright shade of pink, and then hurriedly stands up and says, well, I'll let you get to sleep. Thank you. Good night. And heads back to her tent.
Doesn't she have to roll? So Fulcrum could try and dodge out the way of it if he wants.
Well, only if you want to.
I can't find my erection roll.
Survival.
Solid semi.
11 inches.
You dog.
You get an inkling, you get a strong inkling of how your body is interpreting this.
Tame the beast.
I suppose there's only one way he's going to finish the night.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Cold hands.
Too cold out.
She can just hear you. Oh no! Why? I like the way this is all happening in the just in the tent.
How closely are we sleeping together?
Weird flickering
Meanwhile-
and moans coming from that tent.
Being lulled to sleep by the sounds of muffled moans and gasps coming from Falcon outside. The Earl drifts into another strange dream.
Oh! Hope it's a good one. Ooh, mysterious music.
So, again, you are surrounded by figures that approach you in a blank, white, empty space. We must return. The figure of Vulcan appearing. Behind Vulcan, Sister Floria. You are close now. And from behind you, another voice, this time Stiffy. We must return. And Chode again coming in from the left.
Oh.
Choose. You see Brody approaching. Which one of us will you take?
So, is Brody the only other one from the other party?
Look,
Oh, no,
as
Brody's
you look
the dwarf,
around,
isn't it?
all of the people that you're sleeping with, or sleeping near, are staring at you
Great
with sort of
dream. Such a good dream.
blank expressions, almost seeing through you.
Is it only those four that you mentioned, or is it everyone that's on this mountain?
Everyone, yeah, everyone in the party.
Who
You
was,
could do the paladin.
who is this paladin? Remind me who this guy is.
He is the personal bodyguard of Lindstrom. He was hired. He's a paladin of the Order of the Bronze.
He's a not very good bodyguard,
No.
He's the handsome one. This guy.
Ugh. Oh God. Yeah. My mind is made up.
Okay. Roll 4d10.
Please be full. What's that roll? 4D. Wait, what's that? 4D10. 26.
26 years are returned to you.
God, that's changed my
feel-
voice now.
You feel younger. The hair. Your hair turns from its grey to its original bright ginger. Or at least a duller version of it.
Ginge?
6.
He's like me. Dad?
How old are you now?
Hang on, I'm working it out. So, 26 off. 46!
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Not an old bastard anymore.
I can't figure out a new voice.
He's always had the same voice from birth.
Bitty. That's when he's an old man.
The figures begin to recede from you as you focus in on Sebastian.
Sebastian wakes up dead.
Okay. Falcon, who are you going to wake up for the next watch? Just to point out that it's been 4 hours now, so Stiffy could do the rest of the watch. He's had his full rest now.
Well, Stiffy then.
Oh, so I just have to stay up on my own.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Ignore
Yes,
that.
please. Is that my new hit points? Cheers.
Sadly not.
Powerful Sebastian.
I feel like Sebastian is how Alex Baker sees himself.
Yeah. Amazing.
Okay. Good. All right. As the figures recede into the white blank space of your dream, suddenly just as they're leaving your peripheral vision, their images shift, and suddenly they're tall bodies of white, spindly, stick-like figures with flaming heads, almost impossibly bright to look at, apart from their sunken black eyes and gaping black mouths.
Oh, gaping.
Gaping.
So, Stiffy, the rest of your watch is fairly uneventful. At this point, it's there's not a lot of wildlife about to disturb you. You're fairly high up, and as the sun rises, you get an amazing view across the crest of the world as you see the peaks of smaller mountains beneath you, cloaked in mist, obscuring the valleys between them.
This is bloody lovely! Come on, guys! Have a look! Have a look!
So, as you wake up, I need anyone that hasn't already either rolled a 20 on their constitution checks every morning. I think that was Chode, I'm not sure. Or already suffered the effects of a exhaustion due to altitude sickness to roll a constitution saving throw.
So I've already suffered it, so shall I? I'm exempt from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I suffered it in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suffered it.
I've never suffered it, so shall I do it now? What is it? A Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. So Chode and Gruft, you gain a point of exhaustion.
Fuck. What does that mean?
It means you have disadvantage on all skill checks and saving throws, I believe.
Brilliant.
What are you trying to do? Oh. I don't know, it's just something you track, or if you add something to the sheet.
Where's exhausted?
Oh, I put a new one on.
Yeah, you can just add it. Okay, so yeah, at level 1 of exhaustion, it's just disadvantage on ability checks, so not saving throws.
What are you trying to do? think you just track it.
So if you want to add something to your sheet to track it, oh, that's no good. So on, you see where it says next to your attacks and spellcasting block in the middle of your sheet, that on the right, there's like spell slots or crossbow bolts or whatever, like resources you can track. You could add boxes to that. So yeah, you've got your rage counter. Next to that, there's a free box that just says other resource, so you can change that to be exhaustion.
So has my point of exhaustion's gone now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you set off with your new companions, the ascent of this final leg of the day is actually easier than the previous days. It's grueling and exhausting, and it's just a continuous slog, steeply uphill. But there's no challenging climbs here or crevasses or cliffs to ascend. It's just a continuous, almost seemingly never-ending ascent. You get the sense that the only real challenge at this elevation is the altitude sickness and the weather that you face. But strangely, today's much clearer than previous days, almost as if the weather has parted to allow you to pass.
Oh.
So are we all awake now?
Yeah.
Has no one noticed that I'm significantly younger?
Oh yeah. So yeah, make a perception check, everyone.
Do we really need to do that?
I guess not really. No. You would notice his hair is ginger. Yeah. Have you seen your character pick your the token?
Oh, look at him, hunky.
I did update to one. Did you have one?
What's changed?
Sorry?
I said I did update my character.
Oh, maybe if you have to refresh it, like yeah, I made two. Like you didn't realise, but you were on an intermediate one at the start of this session.
Oh yeah, there I am. I made myself. I found one that was a lot younger because I do not look 46 in that photograph.
Well, I didn't know how young you were going to be.
More of a
Oh, is that you?
I'm back, baby.
What's happened to you?
Must be the cool air. It's revitalizing, wouldn't you say?
Not for Eamon's brothers.
No, they are very dead. But I am alive. That's all that matters.
And Sebastian, why do you look so haggard?
I must have slept badly. I just don't know. I've got a streak of grey. Never had any grey hairs before. The stress of this journey is doing nightmares to my health.
I feel wonderful.
Honestly, mate, you look about 23 years older.
I'd say more like 26.
Can I perceive if something fishy is going on with the Earl getting younger and...
Make an Arcana check. No, you can't explain it. You know something's going on, but you just can't explain it.
This mountain is mighty strange.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Come on.
Even if. Oh, I was hoping that I would get it because I could just be like, Dad, I don't care.
How thick are we?
Honestly, I
What is
wouldn't
our
look into
father?
it too much. Let's just carry on with the journey.
What
Oh,
the
for
hell?
fuck's sake.
From your perspectives, you can see that you can see that from your perspective, you can see that some people seem to be getting older on this mountain, and some people seem to be getting younger. But you've got no reason to assume any fishy business.
There's more people getting younger.
A lot of people getting older.
Well, the Earl's got younger.
Yeah. There's, I've been battered.
With those rolls, you've kind of persuaded yourself that you feel a bit younger.
Yes.
Earl, how do I look?
Stop asking me to do my voice. I haven't perfected it yet.
We seem to have a very similar voice.
I am your true father.
You've got ginger hair like me.
I am everybody's father.
Father. Oh, you keep changing.
And there's me a little bit closer.
Oh. Sister Flora, you don't seem any older today.
I slept fairly well, actually. I'm relieved. I've not been sleeping very well.
And Fulcrum, you look like you've had a interesting night.
Look at your hands are red raw.
Why is there smoke coming from your genitals?
Just the normal reason.
Oh, well, with the owl getting younger and genitals on fire, it's not.
Another day on the mountain.
Yeah.
So, as you begin your final ascent, like I said, it's a grueling but unchallenging climb, just endurance feat rather than a technical effort. And eventually, as the hours wear on, you make good progress in this clear weather, and by mid-afternoon, you reach a small cavernous entrance. The professor hurriedly increases her pace and reaches the entrance and says, "Yes, we've made it. This is it. This is the ruins. I can't believe it."
Yay.
Yay.
About bloody time. What are we doing now then?
Shall we enter?
Let's turn back.
Done.
So we've come all this way. Oh, God, it's so hard to. We've got. I can't do it.
I'm going in.
Somebody
What
else
can't
say
you do,
something.
I'm going in. Oh, coming with.
I'm
Yay.
going in. I'm going in.
Ready, steady, go. Here goes nothing.
We're going in.
I'll bring up the rear.
Oh, I do like young Earl. He's so sprightly.
I am. Look at my calf muscles. Fantastic.
A hench.
It's not this map.
Earl, if you get any younger, we'll be pushing you around in a pram.
He keeps getting younger here. Fetal Earl.
Technically, I could, if I rolled
I
a
know. Such
critical,
hate you, Eamon.
I'd be 40 years younger. I'd be 6.
Eamon's the worst character in this game.
Bested by Sister Floria.
I hate Eamon too.
I wish he was the brother that died.
Okay. So I'm popping you all on the map. Okay, so inside is a small cavern, approximately 35 by 40 foot across, with a few large pillars in the centre. Decorated on the far wall is another beautiful painted image, ancient cave painting.
Are we going to be seeing anything?
Oh, I've put you all on the wrong layer.
Terribly dark.
I can see stuff. I'm in a cavern. There's some water. Or ice. I don't know what this is.
Oh, hey. Here we go.
Okay, can you see your characters in the top left now?
I'm in the bottom right.
Yes.
Oh,
No, top left. I can see a creature.
spoilers.
Foresight.
I saw a
And
creature.
Spoilers. You're in the top left.
Oh, I wonder where I was.
Top left.
There we are.
Ah. There's a pool down here somewhere. There's some nasty creatures in it.
I can't see anything. Can I light a torch on fire?
Yeah, 1 second.
How about you just light your dick on fire again?
Okay.
It's quite a big party we've got now.
Ooh. There we go. You should be able to see now.
Yes, please.
Okay, so on the far wall is a painting. And you see this. The professor, seeing this, begins hurriedly scribbling a copy into her notebooks. Fascinating. The same faces as in Reinhold's journal.
Perhaps he saw one of these cave paintings too.
What do you make of these figures at the bottom, below the faces?
They must. They're just the
I've lost it.
tribe.
Is that
They look like-
me and Sister Floria last night on the far right?
I've seen this face before.
Faces on the far right. We're looking at Glyph 2.
Glyph 2, yeah.
They look
They look very shocked.
yes.
I'm intrigued about these figures that at the bottom, there are these humanoid figures that seem to be bowing, and then these figures on the left with halos.
And
Angels? Gods? Mortal gods? And metaphysical gods?
They
Don't
must be
know.
the leaders who can communicate, the priests who can communicate with the gods.
Very strange. Fascinating. Well, and she starts hurrying out of her pack some trowels and brushes and archaeological equipment. Please get to work. Find yourself a corner. Let's see what we can uncover here.